or a Facebook post?
Facebook, baby, Facebook. Go ahead, Roger.
Already on. Yeah, right time. I see you, Coach Burns. Hey man, you gotta play my girl more. Huh? I said you gotta play my daughter's sister more.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com, the sports animal. We are here for Lady Hurricane basketball. We are in the high school gym rather than the middle school gym, so you're going to see a different perspective on our game tonight. We're in sort of a corner shot in the old high school gym. They are hosting the East Clinton Astros, and we're going to get this game kicked off. I'm going to turn the mic over to a mystery guest tonight. AJ,
mystery?
Yeah.
It's not such a mystery now.
AJ Ganger will be doing the play-by-play. Our mystery guest will impart words of wisdom here. We've got Roger Thompson doing the video as usual. So I'm going to turn it over to AJ. AJ, let's get a little bit of background, and you guys might want to talk about some other sports that was going on today, like lacrosse. No lacrosse, right?
No lacrosse today. That's
it's mud wrestling.
Mud wrestling. Yeah, that's what you want to do. All right. Well, thanks, Rick. And East Clinton coming into today's ball game with a 3-11 record overall. They're 1-8 in the SCOL. Wilmington is 7-8 overall with a 4-6 record in the SCOL. The first meeting these two teams had, Wilmington became the victor 36-27. Maya Jackson had 22 points in that game, so scoring most of Wilmington's points, the freshman sensation for this Wilmington Hurricane team. In other news, in the Flying to Hoop Classic game, Wilmington beating Walnut Ridge 67-63 to go to 12-0 on the year, dropping Walnut Ridge to 11-3. The junior varsity score here this afternoon for the girls basketball game was East Clinton 34 and Wilmington 28. They had 8 points in the first half and ended up scoring 20 in the second half. Nearly came back and won that game. Joining me is Amir Rashid, Sports Information Director for Wilmington College. Amir, we had a women's basketball game earlier where the Wilmington Quakers won 677-69 over Muskingum. What are your thoughts on that game? I know you were sitting down there doing all the stats and doing all your work and everything like that.
If we make free throws, we win by 10.
Yeah, Brittany couldn't hit a free throw to save her life today, could she?
Brittany Jefferson's an 80% free throw shooter. She shoots 3 of 10 from the line, and we still win by 8 points.
I think there was the 3-pointers by Hillis that helped in that third quarter.
Yeah, we got off to a great start.
Yeah.
You scored the first 9 points of the game, and you never surrendered the lead. But you're right, Courtney Hillis is an unknown for anybody.
Right.
She's averaging probably 5 minutes a game, and mostly because she transferred in December. She was a week late because her school ended a week later than we did, and she's just now getting acclimated to our system. And she comes in the second quarter, and she gets 2 wide open 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And for the player that owns the Springboro High School career records in 3-pointers, the season record in 3-pointers, and most 3-pointers in a game, I would advise the opposing team not to leave her wide open. But they did, and luckily for us, she knocked them down.
Right.
I talked to Coach Sheevy afterwards, and he said we played hard for 40 minutes. Maybe didn't play as well as they needed to over the course of 40 minutes, but they played well.
They never trailed either.
Right, and I think that's the key. You got off to sometimes they've been struggling in that first quarter to get off to fast starts. Well, actually, no. It's the end of the first quarter that's been giving them problems. They would get off to fast starts, and then, it's all gone to waste by the end of the first quarter.
Right.
And today they were able to hold off Muskingum, get the lead. Keep the lead and play and finish it out. So it was a great ending for the women's team. For the men's team, not so much.
Right, they dropped a game-winning 3-pointer by Muskingum. And, the men's team this season for Wilmington College, they are young. We've talked about that on our broadcast in the past. They're just a young team, but to have 2 wins, and they should have beaten Mount Union last weekend, in my opinion. They had that game won. They just couldn't finish, and that's one of their biggest issues is finishing as a young team.
Well, and that's the thing that's probably frustrating the most is you play a nationally ranked Mount Union team to the to the end.
Yeah.
And then you lose to Muskingum.
Yeah. By a 3-pointer, I mean, game winning.
But it's Muskingum. You probably shouldn't be in that situation to where Muskingum can win a game at the end of the buzzer.
Yeah.
And that's where we are. You know, a lot of things have contributed to their struggles, but they're going to be fine. But you know, let's get back to this game.
And Veer's tired of talking about Wilmington College athletics because he works there all the time. Well, this game we got about 5 minutes.
I'm not tired of talking about Wilmington College athletics. I would just like to give this game its proper due. And we're 5 minutes to tip off, and people don't want to hear me rambling about the Fighting Quakers. They want to hear about the Lady Hurricanes. So
well, the Lady Hurricanes, they're 7-8 overall. They beat an undefeated Clinton Massey team a few weeks ago, and Maya Jackson had an impressive game-winning shot. I mean, I was told by her dad that they keep replaying the call of that and the video that we had for that shot over and over again on YouTube and on a Roku channel and everything else. I mean, she is a freshman sensation. The only freshman that's starting on varsity. They've got 4 freshmen on the team, and she averages over 20 points a game. That's insane for a girls basketball player. I mean, I know you've probably watched Maya in the past a little bit. What do you see from this one player?
The thing about Maya is she's fearless. But I came to Wilmington 4 years ago, and 4 years ago Maya was doing open gyms with the women's basketball team at Wilmington College. So nothing that she's going to see out here with these high school girls she hasn't seen for 3-4 years playing against some legit college basketball players. You know, last year Courtney Tucker was as good a defender in the OEC as there was.
Right.
And Maya Jackson was going up against her for 2-3 years. You know, the things that Maya learned how to handle the ball, how to pass the ball. She couldn't get her shot off as well because the girls, but she was able to penetrate, handle the ball, and her ball handling and her ability to get to the basket is what makes her special. And if there's not a team out here right now in the SEOL that has a guard as dynamic as Maya Jackson.
No, I agree with you 100% too. There's other players on this Wilmington team that are huge also for him. Obviously a good 3-point shooter in Faith Sanderson. She's a sophomore. You got Caitlin Jamil who can get underneath the basket in the paint and put up good shots. This whole Wilmington team, for being as young as they are with all these sophomores, 1 senior and 2 juniors on it, they show improvement.
And when you talk about a team like this, I'm sure Coach Mark Short is thrilled with the improvement that this team has made. And when you're coaching a team that starts a freshman point guard, that's only going to graduate 1 player, your goal is to develop. Mm-hmm. And right now they're developing into a very good basketball team. And that win over Clinton Massey could do nothing more than boost their confidence.
Oh yeah.
It was a confidence booster, and you all know, and you know, the more you play with confidence, the better you are.
Yeah.
And right now, this is a confident basketball team. They took state-ranked Miami Trace to the wire,
and they're gonna play them one more time too.
Right.
So I mean, they're gonna get that look at Miami Trace again. They're gonna go back and look at all that game film that they have, and they're gonna improve on it. And that's what you said. This team is improving, and I think they're peaking right at the right time. You know, they're only 7-8 this year, but they could, you know, quite possibly make that little run in the tournament towards the end of the season if they get some big wins, like against this East Clinton team, and possibly a huge upset against state-ranked Miami Trace later on in the year.
This is a 7-8 team that when the sectional brackets come out, it's not the team you want to see on the other end. Period.
No.
They're going to win some sectional games. They're going to beat some teams in the tournament when teams just look at their record.
Right.
You know,
they're going to be easy, you know. They're going to take them lightly, and then they're going to come out and they're going to show you why, you know, this team's only 500 this year, and then they're going to realize, this team's better than their 500 record.
I can tell you right now, I am surprised. We're about to get to the national anthem, but I'm surprised I haven't seen a boxing one on Maya.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really surprising.
I would box and win her. Put some girl on let's get ready for the national anthem, I guess.
As we pause Taylor Hall. At 45, Lacey Peterman. Coach are Stephen Gerber, assisted by Jeff Woodruff and Neil Long. For the Hurricane tonight. Number 5, Maya Jackson. 15, Susan John. 14, Faith Sanderson. 14, Caitlin Tremendo. 32, Tanner Stewart. And coach, Mark Short, assisted by Mark Long and Ethan Short. Good luck to those teams.
You know, AJ, I just seen something very interesting.
Yeah.
Number 40, Brianna Davis, started this varsity game. She played a quarter of the JV game.
Yep.
Like, when is the last time a varsity starter has even played in a JV game?
It's been a long time. I mean, maybe they wanted to get her some reps or something, get her warmed up. I mean, who knows? All right, starting lineups again for East Clinton. Number 24, Williams, 34, or number 24, Cooper, number 34, Durbin, 40, Peterman, 44, Davis, and number 45, Peterman. For Wilmington, Jackson, John, Sanderson, Stewart, and Jamil. Wilmington wins the tip. Maya Jackson on the drive already lost it. Tried to rein it back in, and it's going to stay with the Hurricane. As they are going right to left on your computer screens, your tablets, your iPhones, anything and everything. You're listening to us here. Jamil with the inbound. Stuck on the inside. Passes it back out to Johns. A whistle. Travel?
Yes, I thought it was a 3 seconds. She got stuck in there, passed it when she got doubled and passed it out and just stayed in the paint. So
30-second call then. So East Clinton has possession of the basketball as they bring it down the floor. It's Hall. Gave it off number 45, Peterman. Spinning to the hoop, whistle, and a foul on the shot. She'll be shooting 2 from the line.
it's a good move. She dribbled down to the block, did a spin move, and Savannah Johns coming from the side with the foul.
Team's first foul of the quarter. First one's up and no good. Second shot is up. That one's good. And East Clinton has a 1-0 lead. Jackson gets the inbound pass, throws it up to Johns. Over to Sanderson, try to go inside. No kick called there. Should have been. Johns stole it right away. Missed the layup. No good. Rebounded by number 40, Davis. Here come the Astros down the floor. It's Peterman, number 45. Gives it off to Hall, number 44. Hall back to number 24, Cooper. Good defense shown by Jackson. Nearly lost it and almost traveled. Kicks it back outside. Three-pointers up, no good. Rebound by Faith Sanderson. The shot was by number 34, Durbin.
0 box out. 0. They got lucky there.
And Jamil gets fouled on the layup. They did get lucky.
They got lucky. There was 0 box out down there, but you get bailed out and now you're shooting 2.
2 shots for Katie Jamil. Fouls on number 44, Hall. Her first, team's first.
Yeah, she played JV too.
They're both. I think she's on the JV roster. Both of them are. First shot, good.
2 players that played in the JV game today are starting varsity.
Yep.
Don't be shy.
Second shot by Jamil is up and good. Wilmington out to a 2-1 lead. They just hit a 2-run home run. Now Peterman with the basketball, number 45. Sanderson working up against her and a whistle.
Oh, she carried.
Yep.
It looked like 22. Sanderson put her 2 hands on her. That was going to be the call, but
got away with one.
Right.
Jackson gets the inbound and she'll bring it up the floor for the Hurricane. 6:40 to go in the first quarter of play. Wilmington up 2-1. Johns with the basketball. Trying to find a lane. Finds Jackson. Jackson back outside to Jamil. Now over to Sanderson.
I said I'm surprised the team hasn't did the box and one, and lo and behold, East Clinton has a box and one.
Yeah, they do.
East Clinton is in a box and one on Maya Jackson.
Sanderson goes up strong, misses it.
Blocked by number 34.
That was Durbin. Now Durbin on the other end of the floor, lost it. Goes out of bounds, going back to the Hurricane.
Let's see how long it takes Coach Short and this team to figure out what is going on.
Maya Jackson with the basketball up on top.
Now we're back to the man.
Goes inside to Stewart. Stewart nearly threw it away as she was trying to get it to Sanderson. Over to Jamil. Now back to Sanderson. Three-pointer in the corner. Ooh, in and out. Rebounded by Jamil.
The first time, the next time we see a box out in this game will be the first time.
Johns with the basketball. Gives it to Jamil. Getting a pick.
Illegal.
Yep. I think that's her second foul already, too.
That was a touchy one. And now Savannah Johns is probably going to have to go sit.
Yeah, it looks like Leah Frisco. Frisco's going to come in for her. She's waiting at the scores table. 2-1, still our score here. Hurricane in the lead. Peterman with the ball. Gives it off to number 34, Durbin. Durbin fits it inside to Hall. Got it blocked. And the shot followed up by Peterman for two, and it's now 3-2 East Clinton.
Next block by Tanner Stewart.
Jackson with the basketball out on top. Finds Sanderson. Gives her the pick. Sanderson finds the lane. Goes up one-handed for 2 points to give the Hurricane the lead again.
East Clinton is doing a very good job of changing their it seems like they're changing their defense every single possession. That's an offensive foul.
Yep. Good job by Jackson to take the offensive foul. I believe that's on Cooper. It's the team's second and her first.
I guess the last four possessions, they've came out with four different defenses.
Yeah.
So
we're changing it up, seeing what works best. Sanderson with the basketball. Gives it to Johns.
No,
that was Stewart.
Yep.
Stewart to Jamil. Jamil to Sanderson. Three-pointer from the wing is no good. Good fighting for the rebound there by Frisco. They're in the floor now. Number 34, Durbin. Kicks it back outside to Peterman. Peterman three. Got it. Nothing but net for Peterman there.
Nice step back out from the screen. She took the screen, made a step back from straight away.
And Jackson still with no points here 4 minutes into the first quarter. Katie Jamil with the basketball. Tried to find Frisco, I believe, on the inside, and it was a kick.
Not only has Maya not scored, she hasn't even shot.
No.
She drove the ball and got it knocked away from her in the very first possession, but right now she's being a consummate point guard. I think she's trying to be a team player here.
Stolen away by East Clinton, coast to coast by number 21, Lily. Back outside, Peterman with the basketball on top. Puts it inside. The shot is no good by Durbin. Ball still loose on the floor. Last touch.
Going to be off of Leah Frisco.
Yep.
But that was a great defensive possession by Frisco. She stood tall, let the girl make the move, and didn't foul her. So now she just has to squeeze the ball for the rebound.
Inbound comes into Durbin. Jumper right away. No good. Rebounded by Peterman. Another offensive rebound. This one stolen away by Katie Jamil. A whistle and a travel. That was a quick travel call there.
Not only was it a quick travel, I think he missed a foul first.
Yeah. Sarah Quallen into the ball game for Wilmington. East Clinton will inbounded in front of the scores table now. Comes into Durbin. Tried to fit it inside. Quallen tipped it. Missed the shot. And there's travel. Brianna Davis traveling there for the turnover for East Clinton. Ball going back to Wilmington. 3:24 to go in the first quarter. 6-4. East Clinton in the lead.
Brianna Davis is a handful.
Yeah.
She is a handful.
Jackson with her first shot. It's no good and wild. Ball off. East Clinton player staying with Wilmington. He said white and then pointed towards East Clinton.
He doesn't know. He's confused.
Jackson will inbound it to Faith Sanderson. who drives. One-handed, nice layup by Faith Sanderson for 2 points to tie it up at 6.
You know, that's probably a case where Maya draws so much attention that she came in off the inbound and 2 defenders went to her and left Sanderson wide open for the layup.
No good on that shot. And stolen away by Wilmington. Good save by Sanderson. Nearly killed herself on the out of bounds. Now Jackson gets fouled as she goes up strong for the bucket. And she'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, those stands are awful close to the end line.
A lot different than what it is in the high school or the middle school gym. As we're in the high school gym here this evening due to a junior high wrestling tournament over in the middle school gym.
Not wrestling, wrestling.
First shot by Jackson is up and good. The foul was charged to Davis. That was her first and the team's third. Second shot by Jackson is good. She's perfect from the line. And Wilmington back out to a 2-point lead here, 8-6, with 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Peterman being double teamed, in trouble. And a whistle.
Timeout.
Timeout taken by the Astros. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 8-6 is our score right now. And just like you said, East Clinton's defense is changing up.
Hey, when you have a player as dynamic as Maya, who's the point guard, but she's a freshman, you want to make her think some.
Yeah.
And I think not only are they making her think, they're making the whole team think. And they just can't come down, get into a rhythm, and figure. Because we know once the team gets into a rhythm, you're not going to stop them. So prevent them from getting into a rhythm, show them a multitude of defenses, and see what you can do. And we are, 6 minutes, 5-6 minutes into the first quarter. They only have 8 points, so
right.
It's working.
And Jackson's only got 2.
And those are free throws.
Right. Inbound comes in number 45, Peterman. Nearly got it stolen away. Throws it inside, stolen away by Leah Frisco.
You got to give that steal to number 20, Sarah Quillen. She caused it.
Now Sanderson on the other end with a jumper. Got it.
I mean, Frisco got the final part, but that goes all the way to Sarah Quillen. 10-6.
Lily on the drive, got it blocked.
White.
Nope, it's going to stay with East Clinton.
Her length right now is causing East Clinton problems.
2:15 to go in the first quarter of play. Wilmington 10, East Clinton 6. Durbin will inbound it, gets it into Peterman. And an offensive foul going to be charged against East Clinton. Number 40 is going to be charged with her second foul. That's Davis.
That's a touch foul too. I mean,
right.
I guess I'm used to watching OAC basketball where that stuff doesn't get called.
Right.
I mean, that was a Charmin foul, but a foul nonetheless. And now Davis has to go sit on the bench probably for the rest of the half with 2 fouls, which is unfortunate for East Clinton. Here they come out with the 2-3 zone this time.
Jamil gives it off to Sanderson. Back to Jamil. Now over to Jackson. Finds Sanderson in the corner. Sanderson finds Jamil wide open for a second. Got it blocked. And stolen away. Here's Peterman on the other end of the floor.
Ooh.
And she's going to get fouled.
That was a nice Euro step by Peterman, but I don't know if that was a foul by infield. She ran through and she looked like she had all ball. There was very little body contact on that foul.
Peterman nails the first shot. That's the third team foul for Wilmington and the first for Eddingfield. Second one for Peterman is good. They boxed out there.
Hey, it's first box out of the game.
Maya Jackson gives it off to Jamil, over to Sanderson, back to Jackson. Three-pointer wide open, no good. Rebound is pulled down by East Clinton.
And that's a good look. She's wide open.
Peterman gives it off to number 24, Cooper. Shot no good. Jackson with the hustle rebound. She's going to take it all the way. And she does. No good. Rebounded by Durbin. Hurricane need to get back here on defense. Peterman lost it. Stolen away by Sanderson, which was stolen away by number 44, Hall. And she misses the shot.
who shoots an air ball. Then Maya comes down with it. She's fouled on the pass. No fouls called, but number 24 steps out.
Yeah, that was Cooper, and the ball's going back to Wilmington. 1:01 to go in the first quarter of play. Wilmington 10, East Clinton 8. And Jackson will inbound it from the East Clinton bench to Faith Sanderson. He gives it back to Jackson. Over to Jamil. Over to Sanderson at a wide open look. Now she drives. Jumpers up, no good. Rebound is pulled down by East Clinton.
I mean, that was a good look by Sanderson. Get the pump fake, get probably about a 10-foot jumper. She just missed it off the wing. But Wilmington is getting good shots.
And that's a bucket for number 34, Durbin, to tie this thing up at 10 with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jamil gives it to Sanderson inside. Tried to find Quallen, and it gets knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Wilmington.
That was a force.
Yeah.
You can't, and against the zone, there's no need to force that ball onto the box. You had 18.8 seconds. You need to make sure you get the last shot here.
Tasia John coming into the ball game for Wilmington. Now Jackson with a jumper. Rainbow jumpers, nothing but net. Now it's a 12-10 lead for Wilmington. 5 seconds. Durbin puts up just a random three-point shot. Out of control to end the first quarter of play. And with the score, Wilmington 12 and East Clinton 10. You're listening to live girls high school basketball on CampusNation.com. The Sports Animal, your home for high school and college sports. In today's game being brought to you by Bogart's Barbecue, 975 South Street in Wilmington, Ohio.
I love barbecue.
Right? Bogart's is the best barbecue in town, too. If you never had it, Amir, you need to go have it.
Now you know I've been man luck.
Now you know I've been to Bogart's before.
Right, you know I ain't turned down no barbecue. But 12-10 at the end of the first quarter, and it seemingly East Clinton's changing of their defense is doing its job.
Yeah.
Slowing down Wilmington. Although Wilmington is getting some good looks, I think the defense is slowing them down some. They're not getting into a rhythm. And East Clinton is getting some easy baskets. So this game right here is going to be a lot different than the first game. I think East Clinton looked at the first game and they figured out some of the things they did well, and they're trying to execute it. But right now, Faith Sanderson is getting as many open looks as she wants. She starts making some shots, Wilmington's going to be okay.
Right, I mean, when she gets on fire, she's on fire too, and she just hasn't found it yet. But you're right, she does have a lot of open looks so far, Amir. East Clinton begins with the basketball to begin the second quarter of play.
1-3-1.
Peterman all by herself. No good on the shot. Rebound pulled down by Sarah Quallen, who gives it off to Faith Sanderson. She's going to bring it out, slow it back down, gives it to Jackson. Jackson back over to Sanderson and tried to fit it inside. Ball's loose on the floor. Whistle, jump ball, stays with Wilmington.
The one thing that you see teams and struggle with is entering the ball to the post. I mean, the Wilmington struggles with it. The college struggles with it, and you're seeing a lot of tip balls to the post. If they get a better pass fake, it'll make the pass a lot easier.
Tanner Stewart with the shot. No good.
Briscoe with a huge rebound.
Ball still loose on the floor. Jackson picks it up, throws it back out to Sanderson. Nice fake kick-out pass on the shot. Missed it going back to East Clinton, though.
AJ, as many soft fouls has been called, and they let that go.
Right. That should have been a foul, and Sanderson should be shooting too.
And it's not really the thing that irritates me sometimes is the inconsistency with it.
Oh yeah.
If you're gonna call it, but don't call a soft foul here and then let a brutal foul go away.
That one is going to be stolen away by Sanderson. Jackson all alone. Easy bucket for Jackson and 2 points to make it 14-10.
Faith Sanderson is a baller.
Yes, she is. Only being a sophomore, too. On the other end of the floor, Lily misses the basket, and it's rebounded by Frisco. And Jackson brings it up across half court. All by herself, and she's fouled. She's not afraid to go up strong and get fouled.
She's a little bull in the china shop. If she ever develops a consistent jump shot, you won't stop her.
No.
She develops a consistent 15 range jump shot where she gets near the free throw line and just pull up. It's Katie bought her door. She's gonna score when she wants.
First shot by Jackson is up and good, and the second one good as well. The foul was charged number 21, Willie. That was Lily, her first, team's fifth.
Come out in a 2-2-1, looks like three-quarter court press.
They gave East Clinton troubles last possession. Peterman with the basketball. They're trying to find it down low. Good defense by Jackson to prevent that pass. And now Peterman has it back out on top. Durbin gives it to Peterman. Back over to Durbin. Number 24, Cooper. Back to Peterman. Peterman drives, loses the handle on it. And the ball's loose on the floor. Sanderson picks it up, steals it away.
They're off to the races.
Sanderson nearly got tripped. All by herself, and a travel.
Oh,
That's going to be a travel called against Sanderson.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it at all.
It looked like a nice fake, take a step, layup. But hey, what do we know? We're on the other end of the court. What in the?
The clock's still running.
Clock's running. We got the horn blow. We got somebody trying to check in. We have one official trying to give the ball to Wilmington.
Oh my goodness. It was a mess there for a second. Durbin gives it off to number 44, Hall, a whistle.
Hey, Wilmington's on a 6-0 run here.
Yeah, they are to begin this quarter.
So that makes it an 8-0 run because Maya scored the last basket of the first quarter.
It's an 8-0 run. Quallen will inbound it to Jackson. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. 16-10 Wilmington. Susanna Johns gives it to Jamil. Over to a wide open Jackson for three. Rainbow three is good.
How do you leave her open?
I have no idea. That's a bad idea to leave her open any day of the week. Wilmington showing great defense here. Jackson, great speed and hustle to steal this one away. And now she's going to take it coast to coast. Got it blocked.
It was a pass. Wilmington's speed and athleticism has just changed this whole course of this game.
Oh, yeah.
They decided to go to a little bit of a press to speed up East Clinton. And East Clinton really only has one ball handler out there. And this is causing all kinds of problems.
Susanna Johns with the basketball. Got it stolen away, but number 34, Durbin, who was just charged with her first foul. Now Peterman has it. She'll bring it back out on top. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Jamil. And Jamil picked it up and got fouled.
We got the 1-and-1 coming up.
It's Lacey Peterman's first. Team 7, so a 1-and-1. She played in the JV game too, I think.
Well, yeah, it's different, having someone play in the JV game and then come back and play in a varsity game.
Right.
But to have a varsity starter playing in the JV game is... I'm 38 years old. I've never heard of it or seen it in my life.
Jamil hits the front end, and the second shot is good as well. 13-0 run right now as Wilmington's jumped out to an 11-point lead, 21-10, showing some full court press here too.
This is when the game changed. The game changed when they started pressing.
And that one goes right in between the legs of number 44, Kaylee Hall, and the ball going back to Wilmington. Quallen will inbound it to number 22, Faith Sanderson, and she'll bring it up the floor with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. And Jackson got a breather. She's on the bench.
It seems like East Clinton has decided to stay in the 2-3. Faith Sanderson with a 3.
No good. But the rebound by Frisco. Back to Jamil. Over to Sanderson. Shot. Foul, and she'll be shooting 2.
I tell you, Maya Jackson gets a lot of the attention on this team because she's so dynamic. Faith Sanderson is just maybe a notch below.
Yeah.
Faith Sanderson is a very good basketball player.
Yeah, she really is. Last year, she turned it up as a freshman on the varsity team.
Right. And you can see her confidence is only rising, and she's going to be better because people have to pay attention to Maya Jackson.
And she makes both free throws from the line to make it 23-10 and a 13-point Hurricane lead. Durbin gives it to Hall, and it's stolen away by Frisco, and now Jamil's all alone in an easy layup for 2.
Timeout.
Yep.
You need a timeout.
And that's what they did. East Clinton takes a timeout.
In the words of Dickie V, you need a T.O., baby.
Full timeout taken by East Clinton. Wilmington up by 15 now, 25-10. East Clinton has not scored a single point so far here in the second quarter of play.
I hesitate to say they've taken more than 2 shots. I don't know if they take. I don't know if East Clinton has gotten off 2 shots in the second quarter.
I think they've only gotten off one good one, and it was missed.
Right. This press has not only sped up East Clinton. When they have a chance to even get a good look, they're passing them up.
Yep.
Like,
then you don't have Jackson on the floor right now, so you don't have a good defender. But the whole defense right now for Wilmington stepping up.
The right there for the Jamil's layup, that ball was thrown right to Leah Frisco. She didn't have to move.
No.
This East Clinton team is playing like the basketball is a hot potato.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want
too many passes.
They don't want it in their hand. They want to give it up as soon as they can. And this 17-0 run has really stymied East Clinton.
Mm-hmm. And Wilmington's going to press again. Why not?
Right. This isn't grade school basketball. You try to get the biggest lead as you can in the first half.
Now Tong has the ball, gave it to Durbin.
That right there. She had a wide open layup and turned it down.
I think that was the second good shot they've taken all day, and it was missed, but they got the offensive board. Nearly traveled there. 3-pointer up, no good. Frisco with the easy rebound. The shot was taken by number 21, Lily.
Think about that. Leah Durbin got the ball on the block, and she pivoted. She would have had a wide open 3, and she passed it up.
Yeah.
A wide open layup, and she passed it up.
Johns gives it to Sanderson again. Sanderson drives, kicks it right to Quallen. No good on the easy layup, though.
Nice look.
Rebounded by number 24, Cooper. Other end, charging. That one's against number 21, Paige Lilly.
Hey, that's a great job. Missed the layup on one end, sprinted back, got in great defense position, and got the charge. Great hustle by Quallen.
Maya Jackson and Emily Eddingfield coming back into the ball game.
Allen.
That's the second foul charge to Lilly, the team's 9th. Wilmington has only 3 team fouls in the entire half.
Now East Clinton's trying to give a version of their press, see if it bothers Wilmington.
Doesn't look like it, but it's stolen away.
Because you know the old adage, teams that press don't like to be pressed.
Nope. Now Tong gives it back to Durbin. Durbin goes up with the layup, no good. Rebounded by Faith Sanderson. 2:45 to go here in the half. Wide open, Maya Jackson for 3.
Dang.
Wow.
Dang.
That's just money. And it's now a 20-0 run for Wilmington. 2.5 minutes to go, 28-10. Hall with the basketball.
Stepped out. Oh,
I'm going to call a foul. That was ticky-tack.
We had one. This ref was almost going to call her stepping out.
Second top foul charge to Eddingfield, and the team's 4th. Tong to inbound it. She does. Number 21, Lily.
So I guess the countdown to a scoreless quarter is on.
Yeah.
We start that at 2 minutes.
2 minutes. I don't know, when they only take 3 shots, and that's a double dribble against East Clinton. They only taken 3 shots here in the quarter, so.
No, they got 2 in that one possession, so they at least have 4.
But they turned it over again, and number 22, Gaddis, is coming back in.
I hesitate to say this, but I believe that East Clinton has more turnovers than points.
I would have to agree.
And we all know you can't win a game with more turnovers than points. Susanna Johns.
3-pointer's no good, but Jackson's right there to pull the rebound down. Jump ball, and it's going to go back to East Clinton. She was trying to fight for that one.
They have Maya Jackson listed as 5'6", and Faith Sanderson is 5'7".
They're about the same size.
Right.
Durbin got it tipped on the pass, stolen away by Jackson. Sanderson was there. That's a kick, and the refs didn't even call it.
Well, you get the same result, white ball, but
1:49 to go in the first half. East Clinton still with a scoreless quarter, 28-10, and a 20-0 run for Wilmington. Jackson at the inbound, right back to Sanderson for 3, and it's good, and now it's a 23-0 run. They're just 5 points away from matching what they scored in the first game.
right, but we're only in the first half.
There's a steal, easy steal, and an easy layup for Jackson.
And 1.
Nope. She got fouled, but she's going to go to the line for 2 anyways. Foul's on number 34.
At what point do you call off the pressure?
Maybe when you score 50. That's the second foul charge to Durbin and the 10th for the team. So Wilmington will be in the double bonus the rest of the way here in the half.
24-0 run.
About to be a 25. Because she hasn't missed from the free throw line yet, and it's now 33-10 Wilmington. They're looking like the boys basketball team right now, the way they're playing. Inbound comes into Durbin, almost wasn't expecting it. Now Cooper back to Durbin. And this one's going to be stolen away by Deja
Johns.
Yep, to Deja Johns.
Backed out.
Sanderson to Susanna Johns.
No relation.
Stolen away. She had a good look, but she stopped. Throws it back outside the Durbin over to Lily. Lily with a jumper. That one's no good. Rebound by Sanderson. Good pass out.
Nope.
By Jamil. Stolen away by East Clinton.
That's a block.
And that's going to be a blocking foul. She smacked her head pretty hard there, too.
Got a little ragged. They got a little bit ragged there. Faith Anderson tried to dribble out amongst a lot of traffic, and it caused a turnover. But you know, you never like to see someone get hurt.
No, she smacked her head pretty hard too.
Yeah,
that was Concussion City.
Trainer Kelly Light.
Good trainer here too.
Wilmington College grad, I believe. You know, that stellar athletic training program over at Wilmington College. I think the main part is getting her just settled down.
Yeah.
You know, you try to take a charge and you take a, you know, hit your head, and it's just maybe a shock to the system.
You'll learn how to bump.
You know, like, but part of it was she wasn't set.
No.
So she couldn't really, you know, brace herself for the fall. So. Emily Eddingfield. Got the Quentin Rollins jerseys floating around.
Packers still in the playoffs?
I don't know. I'm not watching NFL football until the Pittsburgh Steelers are eliminated.
Typical Bengals fan.
Hey, we were robbed.
We stole your offensive coordinator. Ain't gonna do no good.
The Browns are like the Bengals of the 90s.
Yeah.
You get good players go to the Bengals and they become terrible all of a sudden. This is what happens to the Browns.
Johnny Manziel's gone too.
Right. Johnny Football can't stay out of his own way.
He's quit coming out and partying with me.
Well, it is what it is. But let's talk about the boys team. Jaren, I think this.
Jaren.
I think we've always I've heard it said that you compare Jaren and Maya because they're so dynamic,
right?
But I think lost in it, and also lost that both these teams are pretty good. The Wilmington High School boys team is a very good basketball team.
Yeah.
They run, they press, they have legitimate they have legitimate scores. I tell you right now, but the longer she lays down here and the longer they have to treat her, the worse.
They're calling the squad.
It's not a good thing.
No.
That's not a good thing at all. Injuries like this just take the air out of the whole building.
Right.
Guess we give a shout out to Bogarts while we're talking.
And just remember that this game, as well as every Wilmington High School basketball game, is being brought to you by Bogarts Barbecue, which is located 975 South Street in Wilmington, Ohio. Go stop by them. They got the best barbecue in town. Marty Bogart bringing you all the Wilmington High School basketball action this season, as well as the football action during the football season for the Wilmington Hurricane.
Michigan beat there like 100. You might as well go ahead and talk about. I don't care what you talk about other sports and all like that.
That's fine. I was just,
I mean, we're not going to stop the action. You guys think of something to say between the two of you. Hey, what am I paying you for?
you ain't paying me for nothing.
Right.
All right.
I mean, I guess
so. You want to talk about boys basketball and this Wilmington Hurricane boys basketball team? You know, they just beat Walnut Ridge, a huge victory for them, 67-63. They're 12-0 on the season. I think their next game coming up is on Tuesday night here from Wilmington High School. So Campus Nation will have the call there as well. And next weekend we got a big weekend on CampusNation.com. We got 2 days, 4 games. On Friday night we got boys basketball with Wilmington coming in here, I believe. Let me check the schedule real quick, and we'll do a rundown of the schedule for you for the upcoming week.
I think the one thing, though, that about Wilmington is these fly into the hoop things and games of that nature. Those are preparing them for the Division I basketball tournament, and you can't typify enough that the SEO, as much as Wilmington loved the move to the SEOL, the SEO schedule is not going to get them prepared for the district tournament or the regional, for them to make the kind of run they want to make.
Right.
And they're going out and they're playing some very good teams. They play Cleveland Heights at the Ohio Valley Hoops Classic. They've played Lexington, Covington Catholic.
Yep, they played them last year and lost here at home, and then they won on the road this year.
In a very good basketball game. Covington Catholic is a very good basketball team.
Right.
And I think one of the things that gets lost when you talk about Kentucky basketball is Kentucky only has one state champion.
That's Covington Catholic.
No, I mean
the last couple of years it has been.
They've won a region and they've been able to go down and play in a tournament. But Covington, you're talking about 16 regions in Kentucky, one champion out of each region. They don't break it down into 1A, 2A. Little schools play big schools in that tournament, and Covington Catholic is a perennial power in the 9th region. They're always battling for a state championship. So for Wilmington to go down to Covington Catholic and get a win was an excellent win.
Right.
Walnut Ridge is a very good basketball team. And the bottom line is, when you get into the tournament, you're gonna have to play 4 quarters. In the SEOL, what are they playing, 2.5?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they don't really do very well in the first quarter. They're not really a first quarter beginning of the second quarter team. They start picking it up, midway through the second quarter, and that's when they open up the scoring and score 100 points a game.
Well, think about this. How hard is it to? Obviously, you hear the fans or you hear people say you get to play the sport,
right,
and you should always be pumped up to play. But let's be real. How hard is it to come out and be completely dialed in to play a team that you're going to beat by 30?
Right.
Greenfield McLean had 5 points at halftime yesterday.
Yeah.
You could think you could almost luck into 5 points. I've scored 5 points in a high school game, and I lucked into 5 of them.
And I never played high school basketball, but I'm sure I could score 5 points.
Right. So they are a very good basketball team, and if you really, and I think part of Jaron Cumberland is as great and dynamic as he is. Sometimes he overshadows how good they are as a team.
Oh, yeah. You got other players besides him, too. You got sophomore Dylan Bogard. You got Chris Worley. You have Matt Credit, who was the quarterback who started playing basketball this year. You got Cameron Stewart and Alex. You got all these players on their team that are good, but they're not Jaron Cumberland. But at the same time, when Jaron gets an assist, which he does, it's to one of those guys.
And, they have to make the basket to get the assist. Jaron Cumberland is a dynamic basketball player. But like you said, Matt Credit, Dylan Bogard, Chris Woolery, those players are very good without him.
When he's on the bench, they're still scoring points.
Right. And their head coach does a very good job of, coming up with many pressures. And the one thing they do is they play defense.
Yeah. They play great defense, and they press just like the ladies are pressing here this afternoon.
Their defense turns into offense very quickly, and that's where they get teams in trouble. And I'm sure that's what got Greenfield in trouble last night. That's probably what got Walnut Ridge in trouble. And so I'll tell you, AJ, this is a scene that you never, ever want to see.
No. I've seen him before too, and not in basketball, but other sports, and it's just something you just don't want to see.
You don't want to see. The squad has arrived, and the thing is, my other question is, how does the girls respond to this? Because this is an eerie scene,
right?
You know, we hope that Emily Edenfield is okay. Mm-hmm. You know. So let's talk about the women's game today.
Oh yeah, I mean the Lady Quakers, they came out. They started on a run too, I believe, of their own.
Scored the first 9 points of the game.
And they didn't trail at all during that ball game. They looked all right. There were some things they probably could have fixed. They just foul a lot. It seems like they're a team that gets in foul trouble a lot. There were a couple players today that got in foul trouble. But I mean, I guess it's got to be hard for someone like Alexi Kingsbury that doesn't start when she's a senior, and to have somebody like Mackenzie Campbell, who's a freshman, go out there and she does things that are stupid and that are like stupid good. Sometimes you want to talk about women. She reminds me of Maya Jackson sometimes when she's out there. The way that she shoots and she's aggressive on defense, and I don't think there's ever two feet in front of her and the other girl when she's on defense.
I think one thing about Wilmington is the college. They only have one senior. Mm-hmm. Alexandria Lexi Kingsbury is their only senior on that basketball team, and she averages 7 minutes a game.
Yeah, that's hard. That's got to be hard to swallow for a senior. But at the same time,
if she played defense and rebound, she'd play more.
Right.
But she's a great team player, and this team, Mackenzie Campbell is on a different level. Mackenzie Campbell is going to be in the conversation to be the OAC Freshman of the Year.
Mm-hmm. And if she keeps playing the way she's playing, why not have a WNBA career?
Well, let's not get that far. I think, yeah, that's way.
Well, yeah, that's way out there. But still,
she's not. No, she's a good basketball player, and we'll leave it at that. But today they came out and they beat a team that they're supposed to beat.
Yeah, they really were. I mean, no wins in the OAC Muskingum had, and
you could say, you could talk about their talent, their ability. They have 4 starters in double figures, which is 2 more than what we had, than what Wilmington has. But today was a day that we probably talk about it all year long. Someone other than Jefferson and Campbell has to be able to score.
Yeah. And Brittany can be selfish sometimes with the basketball, and she doesn't pass it around. But at the same time, like you said, somebody's got to be able to score besides those two.
And today, you get 15 from Mary.
You got 3 people with double-digit scoring.
Well, but you got 15 from Mary. You got 9 from Jacole.
Mm-hmm.
You got 9 from Courtney Hillis. There were some contributions up and down that lineup today. And talking to Coach Sheevy, he said that's probably Jacole did. She was great at everything.
Mm-hmm.
For a girl that started her career as a wing player, moved to the post earlier this year. She was our point guard.
Right.
And now she's back to being a starting post player. And the funny thing is, at no point this season did she have 4 assists as a point guard. She never had more than 2 assists in a game as our point guard. She had 4 assists as our post player today. So it looks like they have Emily Eddingfield all strapped to the gurney.
I'm going to get ready to roll her out. She'll probably receive a big, nice round of applause from the audience here this evening here at the high school gym.
At halftime. They may not have as long at halftime.
Right. We're going to talk about here before they roll her out. Our upcoming schedule: on Tuesday we have boys high school basketball. Miami Trace coming in to take on the Hurricane. On Wednesday, men's college basketball. The Cardinals of Otterbein come into Fred Risk Arena to take on the Wilmington Fighting Quakers. And then Friday starts our quadruple header of basketball. As on Friday night, we've got East Clinton coming in to play Wilmington, the Hurricane, over at Fred Summers Court. On Saturday afternoon, John Carroll comes in to take on Wilmington, the Fighting Quakers, ladies basketball. And then later on that night, we've got girls high school basketball, Hillsborough taking on Wilmington over at Fred Summers Court. And we've also got a simulcast happening that day as well, as Wilmington's taking on the Moeller Crusaders, the team that knocked them out of the district finals and last season, but Wilmington beat them earlier in the year by 15 points. So that's going to be a great matchup between two top 5 teams in Division I high school basketball.
Moeller is a dynamic basketball team.
Yeah.
They have some dynamic guards that can match Jaron. But let's get back to this game, Mark. Usually after a break like this, they may give the team some time to warm up, but maybe not.
They might not have a long enough or longer halftime like they normally do as well.
Now here's the thing. We just had a 15 minute break. Number 22, Paige, Sam Gaddis is going to the line. How cold is she right now?
Probably pretty cold. I mean, honestly, you just waited about 10-15 minutes there. First shot for Gaddis is no good. They still haven't scored here in the first half, second quarter. Second one's no good as well. Rebounded by Stewart.
I mean,
Kaylin Jamil on the other end, good for 2, and it's now a 27-0 run with 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Lily with the ball, gives it off to Durbin. Durbin over to number 24, Cooper. No foul called there.
I don't think it was a foul.
Gaddis gets it blocked by Tanner Stewart. 25 seconds to go now here in the half. And Stewart will give it off to Sanderson, who will run the offense. Cross court, Caitlin Jamil for 3, no good. Sanderson gets the rebound, ball ended up right in her hands, and she makes the basket for 2. And with 10 seconds, let's see if East Clinton can put up at least 2 points to close out the half. Nope. Stolen away by Stewart. And that's going to be the end of our first half of play with the score, Wilmington 37 and East Clinton 10, as Wilmington ends the first half on a 29-0 run.
That's impressive.
That is impressive.
That's about all I can say. That is an impressive display of defense. As for 8 minutes, East Clinton did not score a single basket. Didn't score a point.
And Wilmington scored 37 in the first half. That is one more than they scored the entire game against East Clinton the first time.
It's, this was defense turning into offense.
Yeah.
Period. They were able to get out and pressure East Clinton, and when East Clinton had good looks, they passed them up because of Wilmington's swarming defense. So 29-0 run is phenomenal. I can't remember the last time I've seen a 29-0 run.
It's been a long time, and I think maybe the last time I saw a run like this was last season during a boys basketball game when they scored 100 points for the first time. I think they beat the team like 101-28, and they ended up being on like a 60-0 run for like 2 quarters. I mean, it was insane just to watch. And technically, you want to look at the score. They were like on a 101-28 run the entire game. I mean, it's just insane. It's insane to think of.
Yeah, 28. So 28-0 run, all key by defense. This game's over.
Oh yeah. I mean, Maya Jackson's going to come out in the second half, I'm sure, and just blow up.
This game is over. There's 2 coffins in this nail. I mean, there's 2 nails in this coffin. 2 coffins in one nail. That's amazing. So
Well, about 8 minutes, here in halftime, we had that, scene we didn't want to see during this ball game, as well as Emily Eddingfield was stretchered out. We're hoping for a speedy recovery for her and that she's all right, and we hope it's just a concussion too, and not a neck injury, because that could also be, the problem.
Yeah, she tried to take a charge and hit her head on the ground, and it is what it is. You never want to see anyone get hurt playing a sport that they love, but you have to give it. The one thing you have to give it to the girls, because the girls came back out, and it was only for 2 minutes, but they played like nothing, like everything was okay. Because if you remember, earlier this season, the Xavier Villanova game.
I remember that.
Edmund Sumner goes up, and he hits his head, and he has to be carted off. And that Xavier team was never the same for the rest of that game. They got beat by 30.
Was it? I mean, if you want to talk about it, that was kind of like when the Louisville player broke his leg, and they still came out, and Louisville won the national title that year.
Right. So but I think breaking your leg and hitting your head is just
they're two different things.
So to see a teammate get carted out and to be able to come back and respond is a testament to the girls and their intestinal fortitude.
Yeah, it really is. Well, don't forget that today's ball game is being brought to you by Bogart's Barbecue, 975 South Street in Wilmington, Ohio. Stop in and say hi to Marty and tell him thank you for bringing you all of the Wilmington Hurricane basketball action, boys and girls.
And football.
Yeah, he brought it, Wilmington Hurricane football. We're trying to get some more sponsors also here for CampusNation.com to do some of the college games. We've been following Wilmington College for 2 years now on Campus Nation, and we've done all our football games. We're hoping to get in there, do some baseball and softball for you guys, and some track maybe. So, we're looking to expand our horizons, do some lacrosse games, everything, here at Campus Nation. We want to expand to some sports that just don't get covered. And, last season we did the entire state wrestling tournament in high school. So that was a huge experience. And we also did some video here for the Wilmington High School wrestling team as well.
That's awesome.
And we did we just had a junior high tournament over in the Fred Summers Court this afternoon. That's why we're over here in the high school gym, so everyone will see a unique perspective from what it looks like from where we're sitting tomorrow evening, I should say, when the video is posted, as well as the Wilmington College women's basketball game. Go on there and check out everything that we have posted from the past and the present.
Spoiler alert, they won.
Yeah, spoiler alert, they won. If you want to watch the replay of that. Amir playing spoiler alert. Well, with 5 minutes to go until the second half, we'll take a quick little break, and we'll be back here with just a few minutes to go to give you the second half.
or without words?
I mean, I was trying to be professional about it.
Yeah. We are here for Lady Cane basketball. The East Clinton Astros are being hosted by the Wilmington Lady Cane. We've had a situation with a young lady getting hurt. We probably won't have any information between now and the end of the broadcast to let you know, just what her condition is. Squad took her to the hospital. I'm probably going to do some x-rays and things like that just to make sure that she's all right. But anyway, we had an abbreviated halftime, which we figured probably would happen simply because of the injury and the amount of time that it took off the game as far as the injury. But the score right now is Wilmington 37 and East Clinton 10. Wilmington has reeled off, AJ, a number of points.
29-0 run right now.
Yeah.
To end the half. In the second quarter, East Clinton didn't score a single point. They had the opportunity there after the injury. They had 2 free throws, and number 22, Gaddis could not cash in on those attempts, and I mean she was waiting for about 10-15 minutes too.
Yeah, and the entire circumstance probably unnerved her a little anyway. But we've got about a minute and a half before we start the second half of play. And as far as I want to thank Amir for sitting in the first half and giving us some color.
Yep, thanks to Amir.
Right, and you two probably are trying to steal my thunder, right? Take my job away from me here. But no, it's always
nobody can take your job until you die.
And I just pass it on, right?
Yeah, right. It's going to your grandson, right?
Probably. I told him, I wanted to get him ready for this. He's 3. It'll be a while.
And you're 37, so you got plenty of time.
I got plenty of time. That's right. Yeah, 37 and counting down.
So, we were talking about Maya Jackson there during the break a little bit, and it just seems like, her demeanor as a basketball player, if you look at her, she's always focused. She's a very aggressive player, and, basketball's probably been her life forever. And, just like Amir said, she was always working out with the Lady Quaker team when she was in elementary school and in junior high and stuff, so she's got the experience. But, I mean, she's just all business. She comes into the office, she sits down, she does her work, and she goes home.
That's a true indication of a real athlete because they devote all the time and the attention that they need, to their sport. And Maya is that way. And obviously we have a couple outstanding basketball players on the girls' varsity team, also on the guys' varsity team, and a lot of talent on both teams as far as the guys and the girls.
Wilmington will begin with the ball to begin the second half as Jackson gets the inbound from Stewart. She'll take it out on top, gives it off to Johns. Johns back over to Jackson. Jackson to Faith Sanderson. Faith back over to Jackson. Wilmington running their offense here. Kaylin Jamil receives the rock. Man-to-man defense. Back to Jamil, over to Jackson. Now to Sanderson in the corner. Cross court, Kaylin Jamil, and it hit the basket. Ball's loose. And a last touch, an East Clinton player, and it's going to stay with Wilmington.
You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal. Your home for high school and college sports, AJ.
Yep, Johns receives the inbound, gave it off to Sanderson, now to Jamil. Back to Sanderson, back to Jamil, working it around the outside. Jackson gave it back to Faith Sanderson, trying to fit it inside to Tanner Stewart. She does. One-handed layup is no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Kayla Hall, and she gave it off to Lacey Peterman. Three-pointer is up and good for Durbin, and that's the first points for East Clinton.
Got a timeout, Wilmington?
Since the first quarter, and Wilmington will take a full timeout, 37-13, 6:58 to go in the third quarter of play.
Roger, did you get your nap in during our brief intermission and break? That's what I figured, yeah. Just a reminder, the Wilmington boys, they won earlier at the Flying to the Hoop tournament. They won 67-63 over Columbus Walnut Ridge. Columbus Walnut Ridge, they have their third loss of the season, and the boys remain undefeated now, going 12-0. So we want to congratulate the guys. I know Marty BBQ. Marty was probably there. I was trying to text him, and there's no signal in this gym versus the other gym.
I got plenty of signal in here, Verizon, baby.
Yeah, okay. Did you try to send a text yet?
Yeah, I have.
Have you?
Yep, and they get delivered. You know why? Because I'm on Wi-Fi.
Oh, is that it? On
I'm
my
on Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi?
Yep.
On my Wi-Fi. Okay, well, I'm glad that I'm helping you out there.
Maya Jackson gets the inbound after the Wilmington timeout to Faith Sanderson. Wilmington still on a 29-3 run. Johns tried to find Sanderson, nearly get it stolen away, and Tanner Stewart pulls it down and gives it back to Sanderson. Wilmington will reset. Stewart, two-pointer is good.
That's good.
Now Wilmington has jumped out to a 31-3 run. Now Durbin on the other end of the floor for East Clinton. Trying to find Lacey Peterman, and it's nearly stolen away by Sanderson. Whistle and a timeout taken by the Astros with 6:22 to go here in the third quarter. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. 39-13. Wilmington is in the lead. We should get Verizon to sponsor us now since I did that shout out for him. Roger just gave me the thumbs up when you gave me are you kidding me? Look.
$39-13.
Inbound from Durbin comes into Peterman. Peterman drives, got it knocked out of her hands by Faith Sanderson and stolen away. Jackson, too easy, missed it, no foul called. As the rebound is pulled down by number 24, Cooper. Now Lacey Peterman on the other end of the floor. Durbin on the drive and good for two. Now Maya Jackson with the basketball. 39-15 is the score. Wilmington is in the lead. Jackson receives the rock from Johns. 5:42 to go in the third quarter. Kaylin Jamil with the ball in the wing. Gives it off to Tanner Stewart. Out to Susanna Johns. Jumper. Good.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Peterman gets the inbound now and takes it across half court. Durbin gives it off to Cooper. Missed the layup. Ball still in the air. Ball still on the court. Peterman
got a fight here.
Gets it. Throws it back out. Durbin. NBA three. No good. Whistle and a foul.
Under the basket, it looks like.
That's on number 33, Tanner Stewart. That's her first, team's first of the half.
Now, of course, since we're in the high school gym, we don't have the board to tell us how many points anyone's scoring, anything like that, so we don't really have a real clue as to how many points each, and we don't get those from the scoring table either for girls basketball.
And there's 2 points for number 44, Kayla Hall. And the East Clinton Astros, it is now 41-17. Susanna Johns finds Maya Jackson, kicks it back out to Faith Sanderson. Over to Caitlin Jamil, to Stewart. And Stewart just puts up a desperation shot, but Jackson's there for the offensive rebound. Throws it to Johns for three, and it's good.
Got some action under the basket again.
Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with East Clinton now, 44-17. Wilmington is in the lead. Fouls on Faith Sanderson. Her first foul of the game and the team's second of the half. As she'll come out, thinks she's got some blood on her. Peterman. Double dribbled, and the ball's going back to Wilmington.
Of course, Wilmington is making its second tour through the SCOL. This is the second time that they've played East Clinton, obviously.
Kaylin Jamil with the basketball. Gives it off to Susanna Johns. Johns over to Sarah Quallen. Whistle and a travel by Quallen. And the ball is going back to East Clinton now with 4:05 to go in the third quarter.
Did she travel, Roger? Okay, just want to make sure.
You say yes?
He is our technical director, or misdirector.
Lacey Peterman with the basketball for East Clinton. Nearly stolen away, but
Foul.
Kaylin Jamil is going to be charged with a reach. Team's third. Her first team's third. Inbound comes into number 40, Davis. Gave it off to Durbin. Pass inside to Davis. Whistle. And another foul charged to Wilmington. That's 4.
Wilmington's picking the fouls up pretty fast here in the second half.
Yeah, they are. First foul charged to number 20, Sarah Quallen, the team's 4th. Inbound to Lacey Peterman, nearly stolen away by Kaylin Jamil again. Peterman goes up, gets fouled again. This one by Kaylin Jamil, her second, team's 5th, and now Lacey Peterman will be shooting 2. First one is up, no good. Second one is up and good. Susanna Johns with the basketball on the wing. She's going to drive and she's going to get fouled.
Sounds like East Clinton has a play called the Hurricane, and I don't know whether that's specific to playing Wilmington, and that's the play they run against them.
Well, both Wilmington and East Clinton do have a play called Hurricane. Faith Sanderson gets the inbound, drives on the shot, no foul called, got a rebound, no good on the second attempt, no good on the third. Finally, rebound pulled down by Davis, and she'll give it off to Lacey Peterman. Peterman nearly got it stolen away to Durbin. Jackson all over her, has to get rid of it. She does to Davis. Gives it over to Lacey Peterman. 3 minutes to go here in the third. And it's intercepted by Maya Jackson. Look for her to take it coast to coast, and she will, and it's no good. Rebounded though by Wilmington, and it's put back in good by Susanna Johns. 46-18, a 28-point lead for Wilmington. Davis gives it off to Peterman. Back over to Davis. To Durbin. Durbin drives, goes up with one hand, it's no good, but the rebound pulled down by Davis. Davis goes up with the shot, no good, got her own rebound. Third attempt is up and no good, and she'll still be shooting too.
Yep, fouled in the process.
And Sarah Quallen's second, and the team's 6th. About to put East Clinton in the bonus with the next foul for the rest of the game. First one's up, no good. Paige Lilly coming back into the ball game, number 21 for East Clinton. Second one, no good as well, in and out. Rebounded by Leah Frisco. She goes up strong for that rebound. Gives it off to Jackson, takes it the rest away. Gives it to Sanderson in the corner. Looking to make her move to the inside. She does, and she got fouled hard.
I'll tell you what, these girls, they are rough and tumble. You talk about intensity.
Second team foul for East Clinton. That is the third for number 21, Lilly. 2 shots upcoming for Faith Sanderson. The first one is up and good. Second shot for Sanderson. That one's good as well. 2 for 2. to make it a 30-point lead for Wilmington with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lily with the basketball on the wing. Working against Leah Frisco, nearly traveled. Stolen away by Faith Sanderson all alone, coast to coast for the easy 2 points. And now it's Wilmington 50, East Clinton 18. A minute 35 to go here in the third. Lacey Peterman cut off on her drive, give it back to Lily. Got to find somebody here, gives it to Durbin. Out to Davis. Davis for 3. That one is no good. Rebound though by Peterman. Turnaround jumper is no good. Rebounded by Faith Sanderson and the Lady of Kane. This one given off to Leah Frisco. Inside to Sarah Quallen. Trying to drive strong and a whistle, and she traveled.
She was smothered in between two.
Number 22, Gaddis, and number 44, Hall back into the ball game for East Clinton as Lacey Peterman will bring it up for the final minute of the third quarter. Gaddis gives it off to Lily. Over to Peterman. Now back to Hall. Over to Lily. Cross court to Peterman. Nearly lost it and throws this one away. It was tipped, according to this official, on the left side, and it's going to stay with East Clinton.
No, he was the closest to the ball, looked like.
34 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. 50-18. Wilmington's in the lead. East Clinton's only scored 8 points here in the third quarter. Peterman for 3 on the wing, and it's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Johns. Nice pass to Quallen, and nearly got it stolen away. Ball still loose on the floor.
Gotta be a
whistle. Jump ball. It's going to go back to East Clinton. 21.6 seconds to go here in the third. Peterman gets the inbound. And she gets it stolen away. Kaylin Jamil's turn. Up, no good, and the rebound is pulled down.
She fouled.
Yep. Now, Kaylin Jamil was going for the ball, and she ended up picking up a foul.
She was going to get the ball no matter what.
She was ticked off. I think she missed that layup.
Right.
That's her second, the team's 7, so now it's going to be a 1-and-1 for East Clinton the rest of the way. Number 22, Gaddis at the line, shooting 1-and-1. Correction, that's the third team foul, or third personal foul for Jamil. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Second shot's no good. The rebound is pulled down by Johns. Susanna Johns drives, goes up, got a block from behind. Ball still loose on the floor, and that's going to do it for our third quarter of play. Our score at the end of 3, Wilmington 50 and East Clinton 19. You're listening to live high school basketball action on CampusNation.com. The Sports Animal, your home for high school and college sports, and this game is being brought to you by Bogart Southern Barbecue, located at 975 South Street in Wilmington, Ohio. Stop in there and see Marty and tell him thank you for bringing you all the Hurricane basketball action this season. And try some of his world-famous barbecue pulled pork sandwiches.
Oh, yes. With the pickles and slaw.
He's got some ribs in there, too, don't he?
Just don't eat the bones.
50-19, Rick. Wilmington still on quite a run.
Yeah, they've definitely been dominant in this game tonight. So they started off a little slow, but they've been on a roll ever since. So I think it was that after the first quarter talk that Roger went over and had with the team.
Wilmington will begin with the basketball to begin our fourth and final quarter of basketball here from the high school gym. And it's a bad pass already by by Stewart on the inbound, and a foul after a collision. Susanna Johns is charged with a foul. That's her third and the team's eighth. Shooting a 1-and-1 will be number 21, Paige Lilly. Front end is no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Stewart. And she nearly falls to the ground. Ball's tipped on the pass to Jamil. Ball still loose, and Jamil picks it up. Takes it across half court. Nice pass.
Nice pass.
To Fryman. Going up with it is Johns. No good.
It's going to be
East Clinton ball.
Susanna Johns, I think she sort of tipped it out there.
Durbin gets the inbound pass, and she'll bring it up the floor for the Astros. Gives it to number 23, Williams. Out to Lilly. Over to number 44, Hall. Back to Lilly. Lilly going to drive. Got cut off. Kicks it back outside. A three-point shot for Gaddis is no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Fryman, number 24. Tanner Stewart gives it out to Fryman, and she kept her eyes off the ball just for a split second. It's a turnover.
Right, she was looking to make a drive, and so she was thinking of the drive and not catching the ball.
Faith Sanderson coming back into the ball game for Wilmington. Inbound comes into Durbin. She'll work against Sanderson all the way across half court. Gives it off to number 21, Lilly. Lilly, nice pass to Gaddis, and she loses the handle on it, and it goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with East Clinton. .6:54 to go in the ball game, 50-19. Lady Kane in the lead. Inbound comes into Lilly. Working against Faith Sanderson right now. In trouble. Gives it off. Gaddis. Whistle. That was a late whistle, but it's going to be a travel.
Yep.
Up and down. So a turnover for East Clinton, and the ball goes back to Wilmington, and East Clinton's going to press now, but Sanderson's just going to dribble right through the middle of it like it was nothing. Now Sanderson still with the ball. Bad pass. Fryman picks it up. She drives, goes up with it. No good. Whistle. Jump ball. Possession arrow reads East Clinton.
Almost looked like two Wilmington players were fighting over the same ball.
Right? Sarah Quallen back into the ball game for Tanner Stewart. And Durbin will get the inbound pass for East Clinton and bring it up past half court. Faith Sanderson showing good defense. And steals this one away. Good time jump by Sanderson to steal it away. Goes up strong, nearly had the and one. And she'll be shooting two at the line.
Third foul there on East Clinton. They really haven't been fouling.
Not here in the second half. Fouls on 34. Durbin, her third. Team's third. Sanderson's first shot is good. Second shot for Sanderson. No good. Rebound by Sarah Quallen. A whistle. Jump ball. Possession will stay with Wilmington, though. Susanna Johns will inbound it from underneath their own basket. Throws it up. Quallen gets the pass. Throws it outside to Johns. No good on the three. Ball still loose on the floor and picked up by Lacey Peterman. 6 minutes to go in the game. Peterman got it stolen away again by Sanderson. Ball's loose. Gives it off to Fryman. 3-on-3 right now. Fryman stops. Gives it back to Sanderson to reset, but Sanderson's going to say drive. And she'll bring it back outside to Johns for 2, a whistle, and a travel.
Yep. Too many steps just before she planted to take her shot.
And she did make the shot, though.
Yeah.
51-19, Lady Kane in the lead with 5:35 to go in the game. Lacey Peterman with the basketball. Gives it off to Lily. Lily outside to Peterman. 3-point shot is good by Lily.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
Now it's 51-22. Sanderson fakes the pass, misses the layup, no foul is called, and the rebound is pulled down by Cooper. Gives it off to Gaddis. Now Cooper for 2, and that one is good.
East Clinton warming up a little here.
Yep, nothing but net there, and East Clinton's on a little bit of a run now with 4:50 to go in the game. Sanderson to Fryman. Fryman splits the middle of the defenders, misses the shot, falls loose. Another jump, and it's going back to East Clinton. Now Maya Jackson coming back in the ball game. She hasn't seen very much playing time here in the second half. Peterman will get the inbound for East Clinton and bring it up the floor. Inside to Davis. It's stolen away by Sanderson again. Now Jackson looking to go coast to coast. She puts it up one-handed. Too easy. 2 points for Maya Jackson. And it's back to a 53-24 lead. A 29-point difference with Wilmington in the lead. Cooper got her shot blocked by Fryman, and it's going out of bounds, and it'll stay with East Clinton. Leah Frisco into the ball game for Wilmington now. The inbound comes into Peterman. 3-point shot, no good. That was way out there. Rebound pulled down by Gaddis, and she got stripped by Faith Sanderson, and the ball just rolls harmlessly out of bounds.
Astros retain the ball.
Jatasia Johns comes in for Faith Sanderson, who's played a tremendous ball game this afternoon. Inbound comes into Peterman. 4:56 to go. Peterman gives it off to Lily.
Like she traveled.
Nope. Inside pass is intercepted by Heather Fryman. Now Maya Jackson with the basketball. Gives it off to Johns. Has a wide open look. Gives it to Fryman. Back out to Jackson. To Frisco. Back to Jackson. Nearly stolen away by Peterman, but she couldn't save it.
Lady Kane keep the ball.
Maya Jackson will inbound it. Gets it into Frisco. Frisco to Jackson. 3:25 to go. Still 53-24 Wilmington. Jackson, nice move. Goes up on the drive. No good. Rebounded by Quallen.
Got a foul.
Foul on the floor.
Timeout.
30-second timeout taken by Wilmington.
Ooh.
That coach is hot right now.
Yes, he definitely is. Not happy with the Lady Kane.
Inbound comes into Frisco, puts up a shot, no good. Ball's being tipped around. She gets her own rebound, dribbles around the outside now, gives it into Fryman. Fryman nearly lost it, puts up a shot. That one's no good. Rebounded by Frisco again, loses it, a bounce, and it'll stay with Wilmington.
You wanted to grab that ball and rush out on the court, didn't you, AJ?
Oh, yeah.
I saw it. I saw it in your eyes.
Three-pointer for Fryman right off the inbound, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Wilmington on the air ball. Jackson got it stolen away by Peterman. On the other end, Lily all by herself on the drive, and it's good for two. Maya Jackson with the ball out on top. 53-26. Wilmington's in the lead. Jackson to Fryman. Fryman drives. Got it on the basket. 2 points for Heather Fryman. 55-26 is the score. Wilmington in the lead. Three-pointer on the other end. In and out. No good for Lily. And Maya Jackson gets the rebound. Maya Jackson sees a lane. Tried to dump it off. And an offensive foul going to be called against Quallen. I think that's her fourth. That's her third. Team ninth. And a 1-and-1 upcoming for East Clinton. Nope, they're not going to be a 1-and-1 because it was an offensive foul, so East Clinton will have to inbound from underneath Wilmington's basket.
Did you get that, Roger?
Kaylin Jamil back into the ball game for Maya Jackson. And now East Clinton will take it out from underneath the Wilmington basket. Driving up is Lacey Peterman. Gives it off to Durbin for three on the wing, and that one is good. Nothing but net. And this one's stolen away by Peterman again. And just like that, she scores 5 points. And East Clinton wants a timeout. Durbin with the three, and then Lacey Peterman with the steal and the two. And it's a full timeout taken by East Clinton, 55-31. What a swing there, Rick.
Oh, yeah. Titanic. Earth-shattering.
Done?
Yeah. Oh, it's been a long day, AJ.
It has been a long day.
I think you and I will just head out and we'll let Roger pack up.
That sounds good to me. You can walk home, right? Again, we want to wish Emily Eddingfield a speedy recovery. Player that was injured for Wilmington earlier.
Yeah, hopefully it's just something that they're doing as a precaution, that she's not really seriously injured.
We wish her all the best. Wilmington, after the timeout, now with possession, has to get it in. They do to Tanner Stewart. Gives it off to Tasia Johns.
Astros are stepping up their defense.
Yep, gives it back out to Tanner Stewart. Back over to Johns. Inside to Quallen, and she traveled again.
Astros have knocked it up a notch.
Pittman now gives it to Durbin. Little too late, I would have to say, though.
That's right, yeah, it is.
Cooper, nice pass, and a foul.
Now, of course, if Wilmington continues to foul and stop the clock and allow them to score some points, that can change things.
Sarah Quallen, her fourth foul, going to the line to shoot two, Marissa Williams.
It would be hard to make up 24 points, though.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're not shooting your free throws like she didn't.
First shot's no good. Second shot is up. That one is no good, too. Rebounded by Quallen. And now Wilmington brings it up the floor. Caitlin Jamil across half court now. Gives it off to Quallen. Puts up a J. Good on the jumper by Sarah Quallen. 57-31, Wilmington's in the lead now. 1:10 to go. Peterman gave it off. 34 Durbin, no good. Rebounded by Jamil.
Wilmington's pushing it.
60 seconds to go in the game. Gives it off to Fryman. Fryman gives it to Quallen down low. Puts up a shot. No good. Ball still loose on the floor. Rebounded by East Clinton, but a whistle.
Bodies everywhere.
Timeout, I think, by East Clinton.
Once again, I don't know exactly what you're going to call, that's going to get you 26 points in less than a minute.
Well, you've only committed 4 fouls, too. You really can't foul.
No.
Unless it's on a shot. 57-31. Lady Kane in the lead. Here we got a timeout on the floor. Don't forget your game this afternoon and always for Wilmington Hurricane Sports is being brought to you by Marty Bogart's Barbecue, located at 975 South Street in Wilmington, Ohio. Stop in and taste some of the best tasting barbecue around. Marty Bogart's Barbecue, located in Wilmington, Ohio, 975 South Street. Now Peterman gets the inbound. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Jamil. And Jamil will slow it down as she takes it across half court.
Probably just run the clock out.
And gives it to Stewart. Stewart got it stolen away by Peterman, though. Peterman, easy on the drive, coast to coast there. Caitlin Jamil makes the one-handed catch on the pass in and takes it up the court. Makes her move, gives it to Stewart in the corner. Down low to Quallen in the post, and she's fouled. No, a travel.
That she was smacked in the face. What do you call that? Yeah.
Campbell will inbound it for East Clinton. 10 seconds to go. 57-33. Gave it off to Campbell. 5 seconds.
Don't foul. Don't foul.
Stolen away by Jamil, and she'll hold on to it. And that's going to do it. Final score this evening, Wilmington 57, East Clinton 33. East Clinton will fall to 3-12 overall, 1-9 in SCOO play. Wilmington will improve to 500 as they're 8-8 overall and 5-6 in the SCOL, Rick.
Well, another great win for the Lady Kane.
They're showing, this Lady Kane team, we've talked about it in the past, they're peaking right at the right time. And I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to want to look out for this team come sectionals. Just like Amir said earlier in the broadcast, where, there's going to be some teams that look at Wilmington in the sectionals and they're just going to look at their record. They're not going to watch the film. They're not going to look at their schedule and see what the scores were to the games they lost. They took Miami Trace, a state-ranked team, down to the limit and nearly beat them.
Right, and I think that's true. I think what we're seeing is we see some other teams like the Wilmington Quakers, both men and women's. These teams are starting to mature, and they're starting to get better, and it's the same thing with this Lady Kane team. The girls are starting to congeal, and they're starting to play as a team. You've got a freshman that has been doing outstanding this year. She's really starting to blossom. So I really look for some good things in the tournament when Wilmington gets to that point. I think that they, could go a few games in the tournament. Obviously, the last few years they've just been eliminated that first game, but this year they could stand to surprise a few teams, especially early on, the first 2 or 3 games of the tournament.
You got good players all around too. Maya Jackson, Faith Sanderson is a baller. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the years to come. She's only a sophomore, and so is Maya Jackson. You got to think next season's team, with as young as they are, with one senior, and the rest of them being sophomores, freshmen, and junior. you're going to have an amazing basketball team if these girls stick together. And Wilmington is going to more than likely make a huge run in the tournament. It may not be this season, but it will be in the near future.
Yeah, I think that the future is bright for this basketball team, and there's not really, with just one senior, there's not really that much that's going to be lost next year. So I think that you'll see them come back stronger than ever. And I know that there's some other younger players that are ready to step in as well. But anyway, what we want to do is remind you of our next scheduled game. Our next scheduled game is a boys basketball game. The 19th, we've got boys high school basketball. Miami Trace Panthers are coming in to play Wilmington. This is the second time around. They'll be in. The game starts at 7:15 with our pregame and 7:30 with the game. So I guess that's it from Wilmington High School's gym, rather than the middle school gym, right here on the campus of Wilmington High School. The score again, AJ?
Final score again, Wilmington 57, East Clinton 33. Wilmington improving to 500, 8-8 on the year, and East Clinton drops to 3-12.
And as always, we end our broadcast with Go King.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.